I'm Cindy Strzelecki, and I'm running for Place 2 City Council. I've lived in Windcrest with my husband since 2003 and was active on the Windcrest Proud Committee back in 2006 to 2010. You may remember the quarterly receptions that we used to have for new residents to be able to meet those of us who already lived in Windcrest. And then I also was a member of the Ethics Advisory Committee for the City Council the year after we got the new charter. There was a requirement that we have a code of ethics, and so I served on that advisory board to the City Council at the time. I'm a registered nurse. My background is intensive care, and then I moved into management and administration, including chief nursing officer. And then 13 years as a compliance officer for both the Methodist healthcare system for 10 years and the Baptist healthcare system for about 3 years. I'm currently faculty in the LVN program at the Baptist School of Health Professions, which is located in the medical center. I'm running for City Council because I believe that we can do better. I think that we need to finalize some things that have been going on and that have been delayed, like the agreement with the Windcrest Volunteer Fire Department Fire Association. We need to complete that agreement, pass their bylaws so that they can continue to do what they've done for decades, which is to help the city be able to fund needs that the fire department has, both in education as well as equipment. You may or may not know, in the past they actually paid half of one of the fire trucks that we had, so $600,000 fire truck. The Volunteer Fire Association donated $300,000 to the city, so that kept our taxes low, and then as a quality fire department, it's also kept our taxes low and our insurance low because we've had a really good fire service for again 40-50 years. I think we're coming up on 60, so our anniversary is coming up. I also think that the city can be better managed. Pam already talked about the charter. I do think it needs to be strengthened, but I also think we should be following the rules that we have now that are in the charter, as well as policies and procedures that the council has approved. Frequently, we don't see that happening. There's been people that have spoken at Citizens to be Heard about some of the breaches that we've seen, and yet we haven't been able to get any action by the majority. So I'm hoping that we can start to progress forward and give us all a better city government. The other is certainly the roads and the infrastructure. I'm not opposed to bonds, but I do believe that in this instance, as it related to the streets, that not other options were looked at. If that's not true, nobody's been able to tell me what else we've looked at, but I would like to see other options looked at and then perhaps come back. That may be what the option is. If the citizens decide to pass the bond for the roads, then we certainly can move faster. I know we didn't buy our house for cash. We don't buy our cars for cash. We don't rent them, but we get a loan for those to pay them off so that we have the lower rate to start with, and that certainly has worked for schools as well as other city needs in the past. And so while I'm not opposed to it, it was just, generally I'm not opposed to bonds. The way we went to this one right away as the only answer is what I've been in opposition to. I'm running for City Council Place 2. My name is Cindy Strzelecki, and I certainly would appreciate your vote. Thank you.